Alright, here we go. So this time I'm going to be talking about the show Reservation Dogs. It is a comedy. Wait, let me go to. Okay, so there's a third season coming out. Anyway, so I'll go to season one first. 98% critics on Rotten Tomatoes gave the series a good review. The consensus being, aimless afternoons yield absurd delights. In Reservation Dogs, a low-key comedy that deftly captures the malaise of youth and res life, thanks to, in no small part, to its impressive central cast. And audience members on Rotten Tomatoes, for the most part, gave this a pretty good review, 88%. So yeah, I really like this show. Basically, it's about well, let me have Wikipedia explain it to me. Reservation Dogs is an indigenous American television series created by Sterling Harjo and Taika Waititi for FX Productions. It is the first series to feature all indigenous writers and directors, along with an almost entirely indigenous North American cast and production team. It is also the first series to be filmed entirely in Oklahoma. The series premiered on Hulu under FX on Hulu branding on August 2021. Alright, Reservation Dogs received widespread critical acclaim as a premise. So the series follows the lives of four indigenous teenagers in rural Oklahoma as they spend their days committing crime and fighting it. After the death of their friend Daniel 1 year prior to the events of the series, the gang wrestles with a desire to move to California, the way Daniel dreamed of doing. But first, they need to tie up loose ends in their lives and community and make preparations to leave. That's season one. I don't really spoil it for season two. So that's the premise of this film, series. So I think this is one of the funniest, lighthearted series I've seen. And even though it's lighthearted, yeah, there are themes of maturity. And when it comes to sort of the obvious commentary on people who cannot move up socially in terms of mobility because they don't have resources and they're stuck in this sort of small town and they want to get out but they can't, and they have to deal with all the inconsistencies and drama where they're at because they just can't really get out. Um, and also, yeah, it is obviously a Native American production, the first of its kind, I think, in the U.S. to this degree, to this level, and to this quality. This is a really funny show. And I saw the second season; it's great too. I'm waiting for the third one to come out, so I definitely recommend this. So it is again a lightweight comedy. A lot of the comedy isn't amateur, juvenile, even though there is some of that, but there are. I love how it casually includes a lot of mature themes when it comes to the ancestors or the elders or past generations of these indigenous characters, and again suicide, crime. But I think this is a good show for people who might be stereotypical, who might stereotypically view poor people as bad. This show does a really good job of humanizing. It's very well acted characters, and I agree with the for the most part with the critics that the casting really makes this show very, very good. These four kids here in the poster are in this poster here are the main characters, and they're all so different. They have very different personalities, and they have different storylines. Sometimes they're together, sometimes the show will follow one of them. It's great. It's really simple storytelling, but it's really refreshing. And like I said, um lightweight entertainment. So in terms of awards, let's see. At the American Film Institute Awards in 2021, Reservation Dogs won for top 10 programs of the year and breakthrough series short form. At the American Film Institute Awards, top 10. Yeah, okay, we got that already. Independent Spirit Awards, Best New Scripted Series, Reservation Dogs won. Best Ensemble Cast in a New Scripted Series. Yeah, Reservation Dogs won. Peabody Awards, Entertainment, Reservation Dogs won. Television Critics Association Awards, Outstanding Achievement Comedy, Reservation Dogs won. Outstanding New Program, Reservation Dogs nominated. And pending for Outstanding Sound Editing for a Comedy or Drama Series. Yeah, and the thing is, I don't really even want to spoil some of the jokes in here, but I love how the show sort of pokes fun at Native American culture, but also takes it seriously at the same time. I think it's a show made for Native Americans or people who think about like Native American sort of life in the US like today in modern times. But it's also really accessible for mainstream audiences because it's such a good high quality show. And it's from Taika Waititi, who he himself I believe is a native like or an indigenous native at least somewhat from New Zealand. And of course New Zealand is kind of popular for having its own native indigenous population there as well. So it's nice that the production is made from people who want to bring these stories to life, like these Native American indigenous people who aren't really portrayed in mainstream media a lot, at least like to this extent, like in the modern world, and like in a really funny comedy. It's great. I love it. So again, that's Reservation Dogs. If any of that sounds interesting to you, check it out. And until then, take it easy, y'all, and peace.